Hey, I'm Aja A, and welcome to Sunshine Haze. Don't forget to check out all the links that I have listed down in the description box, and if you like the video, please give me a little thumbs up. If you have any questions after the video is over, feel free to drop them down below. I try to respond to everyone. And if you all know people interested in astrology, numerology, tarot, or whatever I'm talking about on this channel, go on and send them this link. And don't forget to hit subscribe. And of course, thanks for tuning in and rocking with me. May this info help y'all live your best lives. Peace. Hey y'all, welcome back. This video is for Gemini Sun, Gemini Moon, and Gemini Rising. So before I get started, if you feel like what I'm saying isn't resonating with you, go on and check out your Moon and or Rising sign, which I do have linked down below in the description box, okay? We are back on track, back to business, regular monthly tarot readings, okay? Thanks for rocking with me and being patient. 4 cards here looking at the energy coming in for you, or the energy that you need to tap into during the month of April. Any challenges or obstacles you might be facing during this month, and as we are dealing with Aries energy during this month, looking at where you need to take some initiative and tap into some fire energy and really get things started. And as always, a quick little soul message for you, Gemini, okay? So I am going to go on and just get your spread, your reading started. Alrighty, first card that you have coming up in your spread is in the position of the energy coming in for you, or the energy that you need to tap into, and you've got friendship here. And it's not on like such a surface level where it's like, oh, you're gonna be talking to your friends. I more so pick up on this energy of you're gonna be putting a lot of thought and a lot of time and energy into thinking about and reworking and phasing out and figuring out the types of relationships that you want around you, whether that be friendships, intimate romantic relationships, or your familial relationships. So for you guys during the month of April, but the thing with the friendships card is that it resonates with the very positive energy. So during the month of April, Gemini, what I believe for you guys coming up is that you're going to be really strengthening and building some relationships, and also gaining some insight into maybe the ones that are not necessarily good, or aligned with what you've got going on anymore. We are dealing with this shelter in place, baby, makeshift quarantine, coronavirus shit. So, a lot of people don't really have time to do anything other than call people, text people, video chat, video call, send messages, send memos, and stuff like that, because we're all bored. So for you, especially you guys, Gemini, you guys are you carry a communicative energy. You're an air sign. So for you guys during this time, especially being so bored, not being able to go out and fly and toss in the breeze, you're really going to be just reaching out to whoever is in your phone, and you might rekindle some old relationships, respark some old flames, reignite some old friendships that maybe have fallen by the wayside, that it's time for them to cycle back around. Do want to just point out that the numerical energy on this card is 17, which breaks down into 8, which is the number of cycles and infinity and karma. And the 1 and the 7 is like new cycles, and new cycles in the truth. So I really pick up on this energy of really during the month of April just figuring out what it is that really makes you happy, the types of people that make you happy, the types of situations that make you happy, and really devoting your energy into that, because you can't do much else with all that energy that you've got right now, right, Gemini? Say keep your ass at home. Y'all I know are one of the main ones we got to say that to. Now, moving on into your second card, which is your crossing or challenging obstacles, you've got the seven of air. And so what I found interesting was that you had a lot of air cards here in this spread. And so for you guys, the 7 of air coming up in a crossing position, I really pick up on this energy of, there being a little bit of a disconnect, although you might be in this space to where you're rekindling and reaching out and communicating to everybody. Gemini, think about it. Are you doing so because you're so used to being out in the open and out in the mix that you're not necessarily all that comfortable with yourself right now? So, and that's not a bad thing. I feel like that was a question that needed to be asked. This card is a card of spiritual enlightenment and really analyzing things and figuring things out, but it's in your crossing position. So my message to you guys with that is, as you're having these conversations, as you're moving into these energies, are you giving thought into what's superficial and what's real and what's not, and what you actually need to put your thought into? Or are you just talking to be talking because you're bored? Are you reaching out to these people because you need something to do? Really think about If you watch my videos, I talk about turning these obstacle cards into upright supporting positions. This is a card of enlightenment, and this is a card of really realizing certain things about the self. The Seven of Air is a card of self, okay? It's the Seven of Swords that we got here. For you guys, Gemini, what I truly and honestly believe with this card is that this is the time for you to start keeping it real with yourself as you're moving on the surface and doing all of this stuff with this friendship energy here. This is actually a time where you do need to devote some energy to figuring your own self out. What kind of energy are you putting out? You want this to be genuine. You don't want, like I said, just to be talking just to talk, reaching out to people because you're bored. What really resonates with you? What do you truly believe? What is honestly you, and what do you truly need to have your energy in and attached to? Turn this into an upright position. Don't sit out here just blowing in the wind in your house, turning in little house tornadoes because you don't know what to do. Take this time to be productive in regards to the self. Turn this into an upright position. Put out the energy that you want to get back. Okay, Gemini? Now, the next card that I have coming up for you guys in your spread is in the position of where you need to tap into some of this Aries fire ram energy, that cardinal energy, and really take initiative and really get things started and really take action. And you've got the Five of Air here, another air card, another swords card here. And if you know anything, Five of Air is one of my all shit cards. It's not necessarily an all shit card with this Dreams of Gaia deck. This card, when I first saw it, when I pulled it, the first thing that I got was what's popping with your mental, Gemini. Gemini, listen, sorry, my dog is barking. There's people driving around outside. I was joking about it earlier, but listen, for people that carry those air energies and those fire energies, like this quarantine shit is actually like a real anxiety thing. Like, I get it, people are joking around, but like this is real for y'all. I know you're in a space to where like you don't have the freedom to just, like I said, blow in the breeze and do what you're used to doing. So sometimes when you feel restricted, it starts to make you think about all of the other things that are going wrong in your life, so to speak. So I say, what's up with your mental, Gemini, because this is a what's up with your mental card. This is a card that says you need to pay some attention to your state of mind. You need to pay some attention to what's going on. Are you at peace? Are you at ease? And again, with this is a crossing position, this tells me that you may not be currently at the time, and that you need to figure out how to find your Zen, okay? And I actually offer a reading called a Find Your Zen reading, which I talk about, you know, in which we get a little bit deeper into dealing with your anxiety and where it's coming from and the things that you can do to start to work with it and work through it. So not even going into my shameless plug, you know, what you guys need to really devote your energy to during the month of April, Gemini, is figuring out what it is that weighs heavy on your heart and your mind. This is a like a card, like I said, associated with anxiety and depression. So what is weighing on you, Gemini? What's keeping you from tapping into this positive friendship energy? And whatever that is, you need to start to make some changes. This is a 5 card. 5 is a number associated with change and transformation and adapting and ascending, shifting into new chapters, new cycles, new spaces, new energies. So for you guys, you really do need to take some time to figure out what's weighing on you and to really start figuring out how to work through that, whether that mean talking to a counselor, whether that mean writing it out in a journal, talking to the person that you're dealing with this shit with, whatever that means. You've got to tackle, the best way to put it is to tackle your demons. And if you look at the imagery on this card, she's holding her face in her hands, but she's got a mask over her eyes. This person on this card is not necessarily being true with her reality, and she's been walking around holding up this face. So Gemini, for those of you guys, and you guys are good at that, they call y'all Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, or it might be the other way around, but you guys are good for putting on different faces when you need to. At this point during April, this is a time for you to show the world your true face and take off your blindfold. Get real with yourself and get real with your situations and really work through those. Turn the 7 of Air into an upright position. Really tap into your spirit, and you can do like meditations for shit like that, or you can pray, talk to God, talk to spirit, talk to whoever, whatever it is that puts you into those spaces. That's what you need to be devoting your energy to during this time, during the month of April. All right. Now, interesting, the last card that I have popping up for you in your spread is in the position of your soul message, and you've got turquoise, which is awaken your empathy. So briefly, turquoise is the color I associate this with the thymus chakra, which is located in between your heart and your throat chakras. So that chakra has all about I can't talk. That chakra has everything to do with our emotional healing and how we communicate what sits on our hearts. So the first thing that I'm thinking that's coming to mind when I'm reading these cards for you, Gemini, is that the reason why you have these cards coming up here is because there are conversations that need to be had with either people or like changes that need to be made with situations in which your heart may have taken a little bit of a beating up, if that makes sense. But you've got to figure out how to ease and how to heal and how to work through that. Now, the message with this card is to awaken your empathy. So that does tell me that, Gemini, you might be holding some false notions in regards to the other side of whatever it is that you've got to work out. I really get this, especially being underneath this Aries energy on the shadow side. I'm getting the urge to tell y'all that you might have to, I keep the word selfish is popping up. So what I want to say to you guys, how do I want to word this, Gemini, whatever it is that you need to work through, are you looking at the situation in which you have done no wrong, that you did everything right, or are you looking at it in a realistic light? Be open to hearing other people's sides of things. That may help you understand why things went down the way they went down, and that may help you heal, okay? So April is a month of healing for you, healing your emotional trauma, healing your emotional baggage, and releasing it, and then also becoming more real with yourself and presenting the real you to the world, okay? All right, y'all, that is your spread. If you feel like you need some more insight or need your own personal reading, feel free to book one with me. All that info is linked down below. Check out all the videos I got down there. I got a coronavirus tarot reading up. I've got the Aries new moon reading up, April pick a card readings. Also, what else? Saturn, it did just go into Aquarius. We got a lot of wild shit going on. Watch that video too. And I can't really think of anything else. I don't know, but click on all the links. And thank you guys for tuning in. I will catch y'all next time. Peace.